It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the Giants on Sunday night primetime.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Brandon Good and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
That's caught by the tight end Drew Sample. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing Jones. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jones. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw. Jones looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Running again with Barkley on second down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Off the bootleg. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Jones now on first down. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On third down, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Shepard on the catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After one, our score, 9-3. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New York set to take the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From 28 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So now goes a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Robinson's got it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Brightwell.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Jones delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Burrow will throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked, and I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
To throw, Browning. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Browning rolling to his right. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gano for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They start the drive with Evans.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 27, Browning. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch at a first down.
Now Browning. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Browning.
They'll roll him out right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, he'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now Taylor.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. To throw is Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is Breida on the draw. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. On 1st and 10, Browning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Browning.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Browning. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Browning. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Taylor to throw. Check down to Breida. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Browning. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Browning over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. 4th down. Here's Taylor. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Browning. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Browning got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Browning. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again.
They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Browning to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
To throw, Browning. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And New York set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
After the sack on 1st down, Taylor, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Browning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Browning. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morgan. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On 3rd and 2. Browning. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Drew Sample.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Taylor fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. On the return is Williams. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Browning. And he'll go underneath here to Evans.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. To throw again on 2nd down. Browning.
That's caught over the middle by Asiasi.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Browning.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Play action, it's Taylor. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, I don't know if careless guess is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, Browning.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Browning. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
On 1st down, Browning. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Browning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And now out come the Giants.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor.
Connects with Slayton.
And some room to work.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. 2nd and 8 coming up. Taylor.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This one caught by Crowder.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now Taylor.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown they needed, but not the 2-point conversion, as this remains a 2-point deficit here in the final minute.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run for it with Evans.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.